everybody. I'm Mary Perry.
And I'm David Zen, and we are
once again unscripted.
Very much unscripted.
Very much unscripted. Welcome back to David Zen and the traveling team. Oh my gosh, what a trip. We were all following you on Facebook, and thank you for doing all that. It really matters. It may seem like you're just kind of tossing the pictures out there and where you were, but we felt like we were with you and seeing a lot of good things, you know?
Well, we had a lot of fun.
Good. What struck you the most? Now you're a veteran traveler to that region of the world. What struck you the most this trip?
Well, it's always fun to go with someone that hasn't been before.
Uh-huh.
So, going with Bill Bennett as part of the group and seeing how they react and get so much of it. That's always a plus. Tourism is, I'm going to say, June is a little off peak. June, July is a little off peak for Christian travelers.
Oh.
The big seasons for Christians are like March, April, and May. So that's where they really get crushed at the big sites. Incredibly, one night Joe Bernardo and I walked back by the Church of the Holy Sepulchre at 6 o'clock. I said, let's just go in and see how many people are there. There was like no one.
Oh my gosh.
We, many years you never get even close to the tomb. There'll be 200, 300 people online.
Wow.
We were number 10 online. So we
were
right in. And then I went back the next night with Bill Bennett, and it was the same thing again. We walked right in.
Wow.
And when we went to Bethlehem, to the Church of the Nativity.
Yep.
There was no one in line. We walked in the church, and usually you walk in the back of the church. It's a huge church of the Nativity. And you can kind of see where the line is queuing on the right. And our guide goes, I don't believe this. He says, there's no one online. So we kind of walked up. There's a set of stairs that go down under the altar where the cave is.
Yep.
And we stood there talking for about 10 minutes. He was explaining to us stuff. And no one came along. So we went downstairs. And I guess the most shocking thing was there was a group that was still kind of waiting. I don't know what they were doing. They were still downstairs there, but we walked right up to the nativity site. No one there.
Wow. And you had like a private viewing. You had the opportunity to be there without a lot of the clamoring, right?
Yeah.
That is outstanding. And then Bill Bennett, being baptized, that looked amazing. Great video on that.
So the other things that were kind of interesting there, we did the sifting project.
Oh, yeah?
Which we'll probably do something in sword points, a little more detail, but
oh, good.
One of the things in Israel, because it's such the whole country is a archaeological site, they're very strict on what you can dig up. And if you are building something and you find anything that's of archaeological interest, you have to stop, and then the state will come out and evaluate the site and let you know how you can proceed or not. So I'll have to get the date exactly, about 10, 15 years ago, in the Temple Mount, underneath the Temple Mount, the Muslims decided to excavate and build a big meeting hall in what was known as Solomon's Stables. So they took out about, I think it was like 70 tons of debris. We went in there with bulldozers and trucks and just hauled all this stuff out, which is very illegal.
Wow.
Know where they dumped it. So for the last 15 years, they've been slowly sifting through this stuff. And they have volunteers come in. So we did it, Pam and I did it in February, and then the four of us did it in June. And they give you a bucket of dirt, and you wash the dirt away, and you're on a big screen, and you're looking for, I forget what all the things are. You look for metal, pottery, glass, mosaics. I'm missing two of the things you look for.
Yep.
But Pam actually found a silver coin. They were very interested in at least 800-year-old Crusader coin.
Wow.
I mean, it was all crusted over, but you could see clearly it had a cross on it.
Wow.
They took her name and picture and email address and stuff, and they go, this could be the find of the month. So
oh my gosh,
each month they like highlight one item that people have found. But we found, like, almost everyone finds pottery of some kind because there's so much broken stuff.
Yeah.
Glass. I forgot all the things we found. But
wow.
Very interesting.
So when she's sifting, when you're sifting, do you have to be aware of what's in there and what's coming out, or does someone look at all your stuff? Do you know?
So what you do, you get a chance to go through it, and you pull items apart. They give you a little box where you put your 6 different categories. You throw things in there.
I got it.
And then when you're done, the head of the place comes back over, and he looks through your debris to see if you missed something. And then he evaluates what you have to see if you categorized it correctly.
Got it.
And then they've got the 6 different bins where you throw stuff.
Wow.
They pulled aside right away.
That is so exciting. How did that feel? How did it feel for Pam to actually have something in her bucket there?
Well, I think she kind of felt like she won the lottery,
Yeah, yeah.
You can't keep anything you find.
Right.
That was fun for her.
Good.
And the other big thing was we went in Nazareth, we went to the Church of the Annunciation, which is a big Roman Catholic church that's built on top of what was the home of Mary.
Okay.
That's where Gabriel came to Mary, told her of that she was pregnant with Jesus. And so there's services going on there all the time. And 3 nights a week, they do a candlelight service. So we scheduled our stay to be there on Saturday night. The candlelight service starts at 7:30, so we got over there around 7.
Yeah.
And we were probably the earliest people there. We're sitting there waiting for things to get underway. And one of the ladies from the church comes over and was talking to us briefly. She determined that we were speaking English and stuff. They do the service in like English, Arabic, and I think Spanish.
Okay.
Because it's in Nazareth, which is an Arabic section of the country. And so she came back about 15 minutes later. She said, "I need a reader." So she hauls Pam off to read. It turns out she had one of the parts reading. The candlelight service is the procession around the grounds. There's really kind of like the Stations of the Cross with a heavy emphasis on Mary. So Pam was doing that, and then she comes back about 5 minutes later. She goes, "I need some people to carry the Madonna," which those processions, like on the big feast days in the city where they have this Madonna sitting on a big, kind of looks like a raft kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Joe Bernardo's doing that. You know how serious he is.
Oh.
So Joe goes off into the vesting room there, and he comes out carrying the Madonna. And in the service, there was visiting clergy from all over the world, and one of the guys was a cardinal from Africa.
Wow.
So St. Paul's really kind of crashed the Roman Catholic Party that night.
No kidding. Oh my gosh. That must have been so moving and such a thrill for them to participate like that. Wow.
Glad we did that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Wow. Look at God moving all over that trip, right? He just had his hand
Hmm.
upon it. And it seems like it was one of those, all the trips are exceptional, um, but it just, had some different stuff into it, which I love, and for a gift for you and Pam, who've been there so often.
Well, even the stuff we did in Jordan, we changed up a little. We had been to Petra before,
Yep.
which is, think the Indiana Jones movie, where you come through and you see the big treasury
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
carved into the stone. So normally when you go there, it's a day trip. You get like 3 hours to like run through the site. So this time we came in the night before and we were going to stay the second night. So we had the whole day there. So we went in, we spent like 4 or 5 hours during the day, and then we came back at night. They do a thing, Petra at night, a couple nights a week, where they set out like 1,500 luminaries down the sea, which is the long, narrow canyon you walk in.
Wow.
Get up to the Treasury building. They have hundreds of candles there. And they play some local music and they explain what the site is about. So that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
I recommend if anyone's ever been to Petra and you go back, do the Petra at night. It's definitely
Yeah.
interesting.
Wow. That's so awesome. And how about that hike that you and Joe did? What was up with that?
Well, look, Joe is 11 years younger than me. He tried. He's 20 years, but I've seen his passport. He's 11 years younger than me. He's trying to kill me off. I mean, he's almost done it twice to me in Petra. So my prayer for him is, Joe, when you get to be 70, I hope you've got some young guy with you that's trying to kill you off too. Nice to you as you are to me,
Yep. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, oh my gosh. That must have taken that was very cool. That was very cool. You went on eagle's wings for sure.
I guess so. Water
Yep.
and take a lot of time. And I think the hardest thing is when it doesn't seem like the elevation is that much, but
Yeah.
it does start affecting you when you're climbing.
Yeah.
And you're not really on like a paved path. It's not on steps or anything. You're
Right.
kind of climbing rocks.
Right.
It was
Good.
I wouldn't give him the satisfaction of doing it without me.
Oh, I'm shocked. I'm surprised, really. I can hear him now coaxing you, encouraging you to do that climb.
That's what you call it, encouraging.
Yes, it was encouragement. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome home. We look forward to seeing even more pictures and your narrative for everybody. I'm assuming sometime you'll do a little thing in the guild room and let everybody see, or maybe coffee hour. It's so good. We feel like we go with you every time you go. So we
Well, that's
appreciate
good.
all the pictures and stuff like that. So it's wonderful. So yay, welcome back, welcome back. So what do we have going on this week? You got sword points out, all's right with the world.
Yes, sword points is out. So yesterday we got back up a day.
Okay.
Or yesterday was Wednesday.
Yep.
I'm sure some of you at our Sunday service remember that about a month ago at the 10:30 service, Barbara Mullen and Bob Finn were supposed to be married during the service. And that got postponed because Barbara was sick at the time. So they did it yesterday after the 10:30 service in the sacristy. So that was very nice. And we have a picture of the event in sword points.
Congratulations to them.
This Sunday we have 2 baptisms at 10:30.
Right.
So that's something to look forward. And then next Wednesday is our Wednesday the 13th is another food collection.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm kind of losing track of how many there have been, but
well
into the 50s.
Oh yeah, easy.
And it's still going strong. People are still bringing food on Wednesdays.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Still doing gangbusters on food that people bring every Sunday. So please
Yep.
bring your foodstuffs, canned goods, whatever, on
Yep.
Sunday morning and put them in the baskets at the back of the church.
Absolutely. And anybody else that belongs to any other local groups or with in other communities, like let everybody know, because it's not just for St. Paul's people, it's for the communities to drive through. And I know a lot of people from the community do so. So the more that we can help, the better. So that's amazing. Yay. And what else? Let's see. So coming up, there is Sunday school is completed, and we did a nice celebration of the teachers and all the kids during that service a couple weeks ago. And thank you to everybody who participates in Sunday school. And it will be back in September with a big sign up, and you should look forward to that. Dates will be
And
forthcoming.
families and kids are still welcome to come. Yeah,
Keep coming all summer. It's really
Yes.
good. You don't want to get out of that little routine. So please come and stay. Still have some place to play downstairs if they need a little break. And of course, coffee hour, which is a huge draw, is always there, in addition to blessings at the altar. So please continue to come, everyone. And let's see, what else? Music night is on hiatus for the summer. The Bible studies are still going strong. So Monday night, right? Men still meeting.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning, they are doing a prayer group. So anytime you want to join in, pop in, please do so. And then Tuesday night, the ladies are continuing to meet Bible study. All that info is in the sword point. So still going. All my fitness classes continue. So yeah, that's good.
So I understand today is a big day at the Perry household, right?
Today is a big day in the Perry household. For
You have
those
a
of you,
triple header going on, right?
triple header. Jennifer, Christopher, and Emily are all born on this day, and it is their birthday. Happy
Very
birthday.
nice.
Yes.
I'm not
thank
going to
you.
sing happy birthday. I don't want to.
No, I'm not either. It's
but,
just no. Happy birthday. It's a big day. Yeah. So other than that, see what else is going on. That might be.
Well, we didn't talk about the readings at all.
Oh yeah.
So this is the big reading in Luke this week. The gospel reading is the story of the Good Samaritan.
Yep.
So there's lots of stuff in sword points about that. And
Yep.
actually, there's a couple good videos of. It's called Wadi Kelt, QELT, Wadi, W-A-D-I. Wadi is a big valley. And that's where the road from Jericho to Jerusalem goes through. So that's where the Good Samaritan would have taken place.
Okay.
So there's a couple videos of it, so you can kind of get an idea of what that section of the country was like.
Yep.
And I'm sure Joe will preach him.
Yeah. I was just wondering, do you think we should try guess the sermon? What do you think? How you feeling? Guess the sermon title?
Love your neighbor as yourself?
No, I got nothing.
How about love your neighbor's broccoli?
Okay. I think that's as good a contender as any. You heard it here first.
So that would kind of be a Julie Mudge kind of title.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously that kind of leads to a little story here.
All right, go.
So a little girl was staying for dinner at the home of a friend.
Yeah.
The vegetable was buttered broccoli, and the mother asked the little girl if she liked it. The girl responds very politely, "Oh, yes, I love it."
This is the most amazing segue I've ever seen in my life. Go.
But then when the bowl of broccoli was passed around the table, she didn't take any. And the hostess says, "I thought you said you love broccoli." The little girl responds, "Oh, yes, ma'am, I do, but not enough to eat it."
Oh my gosh. All right, I love that. And now I see how you segued that into a sermon title. All right, okay. Well, let's see. You guys are going to have to be there on Sunday and watch and look and listen and see. You may have heard this here first. And then again, you most likely have not heard it here first, but it could go either way. That's awesome.
I'll give you two little jokes.
Good. I have absolutely nothing, so just
well, that's why I'm going to have to give you two.
exactly. I need.
Okay, so what did the camel say to the oasis?
Right now, I can hear people shouting out the answer, and they're yelling at me what the answer is, and I have no idea. Okay, go.
I'll never desert you.
No. Okay, good. What's the second one?
The second one is from our guide.
Uh-oh.
So the crew team at Hebrew University comes in dead last every meet. So they're determined to do better. So they send the captain up to Cambridge to observe the performance of the perpetual champion, the Harvard team. So the captain comes back to the team and says, you know, we've got it all backwards. It's supposed to be 8 guys rowing and 1 guy yelling. Should we approve that?
Actually, that could have gone either way, but, you know, it's kind of going to like go, okay. It seems, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's so good. That was good. I really liked that segue. That was amazing. Didn't know how you were going to fit that broccoli in, but you got it there. Awesome. Well, welcome back again. We look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday. Sunday.
All right, everyone. Have a
All right, everyone.
We'll see you this weekend.
Bye, guys. Mwah, mwah.
Peace out.
Peace out.
It was all good.
It's all good. So I'll ask you pertinent Israel questions when we get started. So let's get started.
Okay.
I have like nothing. I'm not even like mentally here. I got a million things going on, but
well, that's all right. That's what makes it unscripted.
That's exactly what makes it unscripted. So